I've looked at all the different diets, all the different remedies, all the foods not to eat, all the foods to eat, all the liquids to drink and not. It's just too confusing. I've spent 5 years, just short of 5 years, to find Buteyko. Before, I never had any time. If I had a medical issue or I decided that I was in need of medical advice, I'd go and see a doctor. But I never had time to research or whatever because I was busy. In fact, probably never thought of it because I guess I was conditioned to go and see a doctor. It has been an exhausting 5 years. And now I'm obviously very happy. I know now that I'm doing something which is reasonable, very reasonable, well within my capabilities. And I've already seen the benefits. The reason I'm trying to learn is because I need to make improvements to my health. I want instruction. And therefore, how you practitioners have helped me is your style. There were 4 other people in the group that I attended. And in that group, everybody had their own issues and wanted to say whatever it was. And therefore, I really quickly understood why being very assertive and very supportive was the only way, in my opinion, to run the course. And the reason I use the word supportive as well is because I learned a lot about things like posture and perhaps the benefit of doing hatha yoga. The yoga I tried, I hurt my back because I was having to do headstands. Now I know that there's a sequence. If I can get my breathing right, I can get my body under control. I'm going to start doing a lot more yoga now because I've got this sort of sequence of things I needed to do in order in place. One of my best friends here, he's got a very unusual problem, but his bones have fused. So for instance, he can't move his rib cage because it's all fused. There are most days, where he can't put his socks on because he can't lean down to put his socks on. When he walks, he leans forward. His hands are locked. And I mentioned it to him, and he told me that very often he can never get to bed. He just sleeps upright in his armchair. And I said, well, in which case you're very fortunate, because I've been told that, to sleep upright in an armchair is a very good way of sleeping. And you don't need your chest to move, and therefore this course must be for you. I'd recommend almost to everybody in good health or in ill health to try this. I would tell people that this is the opportunity to learn in a limited time, to learn a practice which is actually highly routined. So, it's a simple message, but to reinforce that message takes a little bit of time and a little bit of reinforcement, and therefore it's delivered in a very direct manner. I would say, I think most importantly, that the benefits can be seen very quickly. I don't expect my health to be transformed within a month or 2. Having had the success I've had, I'm willing to take as long as it needs, because I know everything else has failed. I would say, look, don't expect everything to happen overnight, but things will improve, and if you stick with it, I'm sure you'll see inordinately good benefits. When I got to Buteyko, one of my joys is I don't have to order anything. I don't have to wait at home for a delivery that may come today or may not. For me, a huge advantage in this is that I don't have to use a product.